Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to another of my thoughts on. And recently I've completed a game that I have finally got my revenge on. Because this game, when I was younger, this game beat me up. Maybe not physically, but mentally. This game gave me a good old beating. And I finally got my revenge on it after all these years. And it was Bomberman World for the PlayStation 1. Now when you look at this, when you look at Spyro, you look at Sonic the Hedgehog, you look at games like that, you think kids game, an easy kids game. This game is anything but easy. This game was really, really difficult. Even now, I find this game really difficult, and I could never beat this game when I was younger. I couldn't beat the final boss, because he was just insanely difficult. But there is a little trick that I actually discovered, which you can actually beat him. I wouldn't say easily. It's still difficult, but it does make it, slightly easier to beat him. Now, this little tip to beat him, I would never have thought of when I was younger. Basically, I relied on timed bombs and also an extra hit point. So basically, you go to the third world in the game, which is the fire world, the volcano world. And basically, in the first act of the fire world, you can actually get timed bombs, which are really, really bloody useful for bosses. And like I say, especially the final boss. And I never thought of this when I was younger. And that was probably why I ended up just not beating the game, because I just couldn't catch the final boss. He kept running away from me. I just couldn't hit him with my bombs. But with time bombs, however, it's a total different story. It does make the game easier. I wouldn't say, really, really easy. It's still bloody challenging. But I would say it makes it possible. I really don't think I could have done it without the time bombs. And to get the extra hit point, basically just play the first act or the first level of the dark world, and you will get an extra hit point. Which again, guys, really, really helps. You can obviously afford to take a hit. And the bad thing about time bombs is if you die just once, you lose your time bombs, and then you have to go back to the fire world, do the first act again, just to get the time bombs again. So it's actually a pretty good strategy, guys. And like I say, without that strategy, I don't think I would have beaten this game. There's 3 different game modes in the game. You've got your campaign, you've got your battle game, and you've got a challenge game. First of all, let's talk about the campaign first of all. The campaign's split into 5 different worlds. It's actually a pretty short game. If you know what you're doing, you can play it in like an hour to 2 hours. If you know what you're doing. But like I say, the bosses can be really, really difficult. So the first world is like a grassland kind of world. It's pretty easy. Second world, you have like a desert, like a windy desert. You've got like tornadoes, twisters and stuff going on. The third world is the volcano or fire world. The fourth world is aqua or the sea. And the fifth and final world is the dark world. Now in every world you have got 3 acts. And once you defeat those 3 acts, you take on the first boss of that world. Now the first boss is basically the bad guy of that world, and you've got to beat them, and you seal them away in a crystal, so basically they can't destroy the world or whatever the hell the story is all about. So yeah, you defeat them, and then basically you have to take on a second boss in that world, where basically the bad guy that you defeated in the last boss basically summons a monster. So he's like, "Go, Trento!" He doesn't move his hand, by the way. I'm just doing that for comedy value. So it's not Pokemon or that at all, is it? Go, Trento, Trento, I choose you. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know if that's where they got the idea from. But it's actually quite funny, I'm not going to lie, it's quite funny. The lines, guys, the lines are so cheesy, by the way. And to be honest, they're really bloody annoying, I mean, as soon as you turn the game on, as soon as you go onto the main menu, all you hear is Bomberman! So, oh, really? And, I don't know, I never paid attention to that when I was younger. But it just sounds so bloody stupid. Now I'm going to give you an example. This is what happens when you complete a level. Now be warned, guys, this might traumatise you, so don't blame me, guys, don't blame me if you get traumatised by this. Listen to this, man, listen to this. Listen to this crap. Yeah. You complete a level and that happens. You've got to listen to those cheesy lines throughout the whole game. I mean, you go into the second world, which is the desert world or the wind world, whatever you want to call it, and then you fly on this flying platform, and then he like starts swinging his arms around going, danger! It's stupid, it's stupid. It's so cheesy, it's so immature. Why did they give Bomberman a voice? Why? If that's like the kind of voice you're going to give him, just don't even bother, you know. So I'm glad that I finally beat the game. And yeah, like I say, it wasn't really too difficult apart from two of the bosses in the game. Like the final boss, the bosses in the Dark World, and also the bosses in the Fire World. I found they were really bloody hard. And I realise now why I didn't complete the game when I was younger. You know, but the soundtrack's pretty cool. I can't really fault the soundtrack. I personally think the whole game as a whole would have benefited from not giving Bomberman a voice, because it's just bloody annoying. And I just think if they'd made gameplay just a little bit quicker, I do think it's a bit slow. For my liking, I do feel like Mega Bomberman on Sega Mega Drive, for instance, just a classic game. I do feel that does play better. I'm pretty sure that's faster. And obviously it's a 3D Bomberman game, this one. So I do prefer just the 2D Bomberman one on the Sega Mega Drive. Again, that could just be for nostalgia, but I do prefer that game. Battle game's pretty cool. I do like battle game. It's good. It would be good like if you had like friends over and have a game of multiplayer. It would be really cool. Playing your own's okay as well. You can play like singly, 1 against 1, or you know, fatal 4-way, like 4 Bombermen, every man for themselves, or you could have 2 teams, you know, 2 against 2. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like it, and you've got different worlds you can choose for the battle game. It's all pretty cool. As for the challenge mode, it's nothing special. You basically just have to like complete the level as quickly as you can, destroy as many enemies as you can, and just stuff like that. And then at the end you get a boss, which happens to be the boss from the second level for some reason. It's always the same boss. But yeah, that's basically Bomberman World, guys. Just a real short my thoughts on. Overall, guys, I would say the game, it's decent. Okay, it's decent. It's actually quite rare. You know, it goes for like what, £11, £12 on eBay. So it's not really that common here in the UK, or maybe not even in Europe. I don't know. But £10, £11, I wouldn't say. I would say just pass it for that. You know. If you see it for a couple of pounds, by all means buy it, but don't pay £10, £11 for it. It's really not worth it. Go with Mega Bomberman Sega Mega Drive. Where you've got a Mega Drive, buy it for that or emulate it. But it's definitely a lot better game. So that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this, my thoughts on. Very, very quick. But just wanted to just get that off my chest, really, you know. So anyway, guys, Bomberman World. If you've played the game, guys, let me know what you think of the game. And it's just really interesting to know your guys' opinions. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Woohoo!